Hi, this is John, aka Jonaus, finally giving you the 9th edition of the Jonaus Blogs. I suppose the most obvious thing to mention is that no, you're not seeing things, and I do actually look halfway presentable now. What with hair that doesn't look like it's about to crawl off my head and attack me, and facial hair that doesn't look so much like fungal growth. The next thing I suppose to talk about is that my blogs have been going through somewhat of a comparative traffic surge. No doubt this is due to the fact that they had the WrestleMania brand attached to them, but it was also interesting to know that I actually got some comments in the WrestleMania review, no doubt because I asked for them. Well, before I even go into the main meat of today's video blog, I should say again, please comment and even rate if you want to. I'm not so bothered about the rating, because I don't really need a ton of 1-star ratings. Thank you very much. So, what's been going on with me? The main thing is that I actually went to a friend's graduation today. Yesterday. Anyway, I went to a graduation yesterday, which was fun once the graduation itself was sorted, because I went to a congratulatory meal with said friend and family. What else? Well, this kind of ties into the increased traffic I've had recently, and it got me to thinking where to go next. Well, as we've probably guessed by now, wrestling is one of my many ways of passing time. But another one is films. More precisely, of course, watching them. A little known fact, at least until I'm about to say it now, is the fact that I'm actually a former film studies student and still enjoy watching films. I do try not to analyse them as much anymore because, to be honest, it kind of drains the fun out of films. But that may be about to change, at least in a light-hearted way, because my plan is maybe to start doing movies in a nutshell reviews. At least I'm going to start doing it on my own, and then when my best friend and housemate feels he has time, I may even rope him into reviewing them with me. So we may actually get the Jonaus and Umansky blogs for a short time. My guess is maybe around the prolonged summer holidays. What else? Well, I suppose I could go back to the wrestling roots briefly even and talk about the Raw, i.e. WWE Raw, that immediately followed WrestleMania. I thought personally that this was one of the best Raws I've seen in recent times. We had 2 matches that I personally think either bordered around or broke the 3-star barrier, and that being of course Chris Jericho CM Punk, which I'd say was about 2 3/4 3 stars, and the Randy Orton Matt Hardy affair that was, I think anyway, the true main event of the show, which I think bordered around 3.5 stars, let's say 3.25 to be fair. I know some people are saying that that particular match was wrong because it built Matt Hardy up for all of 1 hour and a quarter, should we say, to 1.5 hours, and then had him lose. Personally, I don't think anymore that wrestling is just about the wins and losses. And I think the fact that Matt Hardy got around 80% of the offense only for Randy Orton to come out of nowhere with what I think is a tremendous finish, the RKO, actually made Matt Hardy into somewhat of an even more rising star, perhaps now faster rising than MVP, though that is a pretty bold statement to make. Then of course the match before that I mentioned was Jericho CM Punk, which was a very interesting affair. Basically, I don't have a problem with Jericho winning against CM Punk, because he was very close at WrestleMania anyway, and that, I think, further goes to show how, at least in kayfabe terms, the group in the Money in the Bank ladder match were in terms of ability, and it was a good match to boot, so there's no complaints there from me. Ric Flair, yeah. Ric Flair was the true main event of that show, as he should have been. I thought it was a brilliant show, quite frankly, topped off by an absolutely spellbinding main event in the Ric Flair farewell speech. Yeah, well, what's to say about the farewell speech? Well, I suppose just that it was done extremely classy. I know some people complained that neither Vince McMahon nor The Undertaker made an appearance, but has risen up on YouTube in recent days. Both Vince and The Undertaker came on off camera, which I think works, because as Ric Flair would have probably wanted it, it kept everyone in character. So yeah, overall, I say that show for me gets 9 out of 10 Jonaus marks. Jonaus marks, by the way, are much better than stars, so that really sends Raw into the stratosphere. Right then, this is Jonaus finishing off this blog and just saying, be good to yourselves, and if you can't be good, at least don't get caught. How's that for mixing metaphors? Anyway, I'll see you. Bye bye.